Welcome back to the JSFL. We're here. Week 2, Sunday, 1 p.m. The Charlotte Bats 0-1 head to the 0-1 New York Businessmen. Both teams from the East as a divisional matchup comes your way. Fun fact about the East, none of the starting QBs have thrown a passing touchdown. The only one to have a touchdown is Henry Gurnett on the ground. But we're here for the New York Businessmen and Henry Gurnett's opening debut at home debut. As the rookie Edward Phillips gets his first away game at New York. Offensively, neither of these teams are doing good. Businessmen at 11th, Bats at 12th. Defensively wise, they do a little better. Bats are at 7th, Businessmen at 9th. So both of these teams want to help themselves out in the division, getting the win. And this should be a good game here. As we're getting ready, both teams coming out of the gates. There's Henry Gurnett. He gets his first. Started later part of last year as Carroll's now aging as he's getting up there. Gurnett now, they're hoping he can help this team out now, be their future. As we get ready to kick this one away in New York, and it's off. In New York, a nice starting first drive this week 2 as they're in the red zone at the 14, first and 10. So at the 14-yard line, Gurnett, see if he can get his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's a run, Eugene Green. Eugene Green bouncing it to the outside to the 10. He was picked up in the trade with Kansas City. Kansas City didn't feel like they needed a halfback that was that great, so they got a little of what they needed, and they did get Dominic Travai, though, from New York. But they got struggling on the name. I'll look at that in a second for the trade. But here's the run, Eugene Green, up the middle, touchdown, New York. The Businessman and Eugene Green, his first touchdown as a New York Businessman. And the Businessmen strike first here in New York. So only having one touchdown last week, and that came in the fourth quarter, they strike early here at home. Now Charlotte having a little red zone trip of their own on the first drive. Oh, that was a trade for... No, that wasn't wrong trade. Oh, Luke Frankie. He went to Kansas City in that trade. The right outside linebacker. Didn't feel like it. He wanted to leave New York because he didn't feel like he was getting used well enough. So he went to Kansas City. He's replaced with Corey Palmer from the draft in the first round. That's his position now. First and 10. At the 19, Phillips gives it off to Adams. Joey Adams. To the 17. He has the least, as of last week, out of any starting halfback, he had the least amount of rushing yards with only 64. He did not play well against Houston, but is looking to have a better bounce back game against New York. As New York's run defense, let's have. Their rush defense is 7th. Here's the rookie, Phillips. He's going to give it to Jack Knott. He's going to get to the 12-yard line. 3rd down and 3. His first catch of week 2. He's going to go for 6 yards. And 3rd and 9. See what Charlotte will call on 3rd down. 3rd and 3. Fake jet sweep, it's Adams. Adams going to be stopped short of the line of scrimmage. And it's 4th and 4. Antonio Kills on the tackle. As they going to probably force a Charlotte field goal here. Shen off the tackles, and here's a field goal. This one going to be 30 yards. Maybe 29. Kick up, and it is good. Charlotte scores. Not with the numbers that they wanted to score, but they score nonetheless. 10-3. We don't do third downs until the second half. But a red zone, I see, a nice passing play. And Charlotte's in the red zone down by 7. So they want to tie the score as we get a little closer to halftime. We'll see if they can cash it in. So first and 10 at the 19. A little over 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Here's the handoff. Adams shut down in the backfield. He has 8 carries, 30 yards. Not a terrible first half, but if he's on the pace he's going, he'll probably have just a little more than he had last week. Last week, a little more detailed look, he had 14 carries, 54 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 1 broken tackle. I mean, not 7 touchdowns, 0 touchdowns. My bad. Second and 11. This Charlotte team hasn't had a single touchdown yet this season. Here's second and 11. Phillips intercepted. Going the other way, you'll probably take it all the way. To the 30, 20, 10. No one's catching him. Touchdown, New York. Pick 6, 84 yards. That's Kevin Trules, the young third-string corner. He's probably a part of this future for this New York team as both the starting corners, Brady Garnett and Payne Antoine, are getting older. But there, nice pick 6 by Kevin Trules. And another red zone alert for Charlotte. We'll see if they can maybe catch it in this time. Down by 14 now. Takes them 3 more minutes to travel the ball down again. So that's got to be a hit in the guts, but we'll see if they can catch it in. Phillips gives this team a little sock before they break the snap here. Now we'll see what they call for first down. At the 12, can they get their first touchdown of the season? Here's Phillips, first down. Good pick 6 last time in the red zone. This one caught. Jumping up in the air, Jack Knott, touchdown, Charlotte. The Bats, their first touchdown of the season. And who else to go to the reliable tight end, Jack Knott. And 10-17 going into halftime, New York leads. Third down, New York at the 35-36. So 3rd and 6 for New York at the 35. They're up by 7. We'll see if they can continue to drive and get some more points off Charlotte. Remember, New York had the worst starting record last year. They went 0-7 before they finally got their first win. That was with Henry Garnett, too. 3rd and 6. Motioned. Can they get the ball off? 1 second left. Henry Garnett. Stepping up in the pocket. Garnett's going to take off. Garnett slides to the 25. And they pick up the first down. 1st and 10. His 4 carries 23 yards today. Not too shabby. Burnett uses the wheels and they pick up the Businessmen first down. They keep the drive going into the red zone. To the 17th, 3rd and 2. Can they convert? You want to put in another touchdown to really put the Bats in a tight spot. But the Bats can hold them to a field goal. That'd be big for them. Just 2 touchdowns, a little hard to come back from in just a quarter, but touchdown and a field goal, not too hard if your defense can play mediocre. Here's 3rd and 2. Burnett looking to throw. Burnett's going to take off. Pick up the first inside the 10. Gets into the 8, and that's a Businessman 1st and goal. They keep the chains moving again with Burnett's quick thinking. He averages 6.4 yards on the ground as he has 5 carries and 32 yards. So Charlotte had no spy on Burnett. Might be a mistake on 3rd down. They wanted to make sure everyone was covered, though. But they forgot about their mobile quarterback. 1st and 10. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. It is 10-17. A tight one here in New York, but New York trying to push ahead with another TD. First and goal at the 8-yard line. Here's Burnett. Throwing it. This one caught. Can't make the chains move, though. Gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal. Trey Jackson, his 4th catch is 29 yards. Second and goal. Here's Eugene Green. Green into the end zone. Touchdown, Businessmen. His 2nd rushing touchdown. And the Businessmen take the lead by 14 with an extra point. Which they do. Businessmen scored another touchdown, and it's 3rd down. They're down by 21. It would need a miracle for Charlotte to come back in this game. Third and 4. 3 minutes left to go in the game. Bats down by 21. Here's Adams. Adams, first down to the 26. He has 13 carries, 62 yards. 2 less than last week so far. So again, Adams not having the best day either on the ground. If he gets one more carry for 2 yards, and that's it, that'd be exactly what he had last week for attempts and yards. And 3rd down and 5 at the 21. Probably going to take us to the 2-minute warning before, though. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. Let's see what Charlotte will do here with 2 minutes left. This is pretty much going to be a loss here for Charlotte unless something brilliant happens. And they'll fall to 0-2, and New York will win their first home game and go to 1-1. And as of now, they will have their division. It will be their division. Assuming Atlanta loses, which they're not the favorites in the next game, which is actually happening as we speak. Atlanta and Kansas City. Third and 5. Here's Phillips. Phillips throwing, end zone, deflected. And that's no good. 21 for 26 for Phillips. He's looking end zone there. Into the mob. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off. He went to a crowd. Dangerous situation there. Garnett could have probably picked that one off, being the veteran he is. Fourth down. We'll see if Charlotte wants to go for this or just put out the kicker. The animation says kicker, but who knows? Sometimes they don't do that. The animation can be deceiving. Here's 4th and 5. Phillips. Throwing. This one caught. 5 to the 5-yard line. They get it, and it's first and goal at 5. Tyler Jackson, his 4th catch of the day, only has 37 yards, surprisingly. I guess Payne Antoine has kept him kind of quiet. Here's first and goal, Phillips. There's a blitz on him. He's going down. Corey Palmer, the rookie. His first career sack. Which we think will be plenty more for the young stud. Taken 3rd overall in the draft. And Charlie calls a timeout. The first defensive player taken in the first ever draft. And something to be proud of. And there's his first sack. Second and goal. At the 15. 31 seconds left to go. Here's Adams. So the 16 is going to go backyard. So we had 14 carries last week for 64 yards. This week he has 14 carries for 61 yards. So not another great day for Adams. 3rd and goal with 10 seconds left to go. Last play of the game, most likely. Here is Phillips. Throwing end zone. Overthrown. 4th and goal with 2 seconds left. So did they go for it? Might as well. I mean, they went for it last time. Try to get the quarterback rating a little higher for Phillips there. One last TD. So 4th and goal, they're going for it. Adams in the backfield with Phillips. 4th and goal. Phillips end zone. Incomplete. And that's going to end it here in New York. The Businessmen, 31. They get the first win against the Charlotte Bats, 10. So, looks like Businessmen won't repeat what they did last year, 0-7 start. They got a win on the second week. Eugene Green, player of the game, 26 carries, 166 yards, 3 touchdowns, and his long was 52. He destroyed the Charlotte run defense. And Charlotte, they're hoping they're not the New York Businessmen of year 2, because they don't want to. 0-2 not the best start, but they'll probably be home next week. We'll have to see if they get their first win. But next, I bring you to Atlanta to see how the Kansas City Wind are handling the Predators.